we're going to show you or demonstrate a few body weight exercises that you can use and put together for a total body workout, and going to let you know that you can actually use these for time, or if you want, you can use them for pick a number of reps. You could do 10, 12, 15, just depending on your fitness level and where you're starting. But Jackie's going to demonstrate the exercises. I'll step in on a couple of these and just show you a few alternatives if you want to make things a little more challenging, again, just depending on your fitness level. But we'll start with some squats. We'll do a couple of leg exercises, some that'll work the chest and arms, finish up with a couple that you can use to strengthen your abs. So with that, I'm going to ask Jackie to go ahead and demonstrate body weight squats for you. And one of the things in terms of form, you want to make sure that your toes are pointed straight ahead. You don't want your knees to come in front of your toes as well. And then making sure that as you go down, it's like you're sitting on a chair, trying to keep your chest up and facing forward. So just turning to the side so that you can have a view of what this should look like from the side. Again, just making sure your feet are about shoulder width apart, and then you're doing the exercises. Okay, so next exercise we're going to demonstrate that you can put together with this is the alternating lunge. And similar guidance here. You want to make sure that as you go down, you'll notice that Jackie's legs are about 90 degrees. And again, want to make sure that your your knees are not coming in front of your toes. And the other thing, again, making sure that in terms of the width of your legs, that you've got them about shoulder width apart. Okay? Thanks, Jackie. All right, the next exercise, we're again moving on to chest work. Jackie's going to demonstrate these from her knees. So if you're just starting, you need to do this. You can do that. Again, you want to make sure that your hands are under your shoulders, and you're going to try to go straight down and straight up. So Jackie's demonstrating the bent knee version. I'm going to show you in a second the option if you're feeling like you need a little bit more of a challenge. So if you just let me jump in there, Jackie, I'll give you a break. And from the side, again, you just want to make sure that your hands are about shoulder width apart, but keep your knees off of the ground this time, and you're going to be on your toes, again, about hip width or shoulder width apart, and you're just going to go down and come up. So just a nice pace. You don't want to go too fast. Make sure you're strengthening there. I'm just going to turn around this way so you can see from this view. Again, shoulders and hands pretty much aligned, hands under the shoulders. You can bring these in a little closer if you want to work your triceps a little more, and bring them closer to your sides. But same thing with your toes up, and you're going to come down and come back up. You want to make sure that you come down all the way, get full range, and then push back up. So those are a couple of options for push-ups and chest work. Next, we're going to come over to the bench here. Jackie's going to show you an option for dips. And again, just trying to provide some body weight exercises. I know that some folks don't have equipment, but that's not a reason for not getting a good workout in. And you can see again, Jackie's doing the dips. What you want to do is lower yourself and then push back up. And this is a good workout or exercise for the triceps. One of the things that you can do to make this a little easier, if this is challenging, is bring your legs in a little closer to you. And that makes it a little less challenging. So there are some options for that. So thanks, Jackie. Give you a break there.
All right.
She's doing all of the work. I'm just pointing out the technique. That's right. You got to sweat. Flutter kicks are an exercise that you can do. And again, this one's going to work your abs. Just an option for if you're just starting. You can go ahead and bend your legs. And what that does is make it a little less challenging. But if you want a bit more of a challenge, just go ahead and straighten your legs out, Jackie. And again, up and down with your feet. You can see that her hands are right out beside her body, back to the floor. And one last thing, but thanks, Jackie. You can go ahead and take a break now. One last thing that you could do if you wanted to make it a little more challenging is just raise your legs and lower them as you're doing the kick. And just show you that really quickly. Again, you just put your hands out beside you and lift your legs. And what you will do is alternate up and down. And don't let your feet touch the ground. That's another advanced option if you want to try that out. And the last exercise that we're going to share today that you put together, you can decide on, again, how many of these you want to do, is going to be mountain climbers from a plank. So beginner option, just get into the plank and step this through. If you're feeling like you want a bit more of a challenge, then just speed this up and do this again. You can do it for time, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or you can do it for reps, say 10 to 15 reps. Thanks, Jackie.
Yes.
All right, so what I'd suggest is that you go ahead and do these for, say, 3 rounds to start, and you can cycle through the exercises and see how many you can get done. And if you're doing it for time, set yourself a time limit and see how many times you can get through this, or again, set yourself a number of reps, so go for that. And then you can cycle through, say you want to do it 3 times, 4 times, but this is a great way to get started.